What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Steam 20 years anniversary. So it's been... My age is coming into here. It's been 20 years. Steam has been around. 2003. I remember when Steam launched. I feel old. I feel very old. I remember originally when it launched, I was like, no. And I think the reason there was so much popularity is because it launched with the game. I don't know if it was Half-Life or Counter-Strike or what. But everybody was playing that game, and they were downloading Steam. Some people were saying, well, this is a platform you're going to be downloading your future games in, and you're going to have your entire game library. I was like, not me. And 20 years later. Steam won me over. I don't know when, but I think the fact that they knew something, they knew what people wanted before people wanted it, which was an entire place where you could have all your games, right? And you could re-download them as many times as you want. Because I can tell you at that time, all my games were in discs. Some discs didn't work. So I'm like, how do I get this? You know, going on like, I don't even think Amazon was around, but you go into like Best Buy and having to get like DVD cleaners, so this way your game that you bought from the store worked. It was painful. Excuse me, I'm still not feeling well. Actually, I'm feeling really horrible, but I want to get this video out. So yeah, I wanted to kind of push this out, show you guys the Steam 20 sale. So let me click that and launch it. So I know when you come up on this website, it has Call of Duty 20 years. There we go. You gotta go down here. I don't know why they put themselves below Call of Duty. Come on, man. It's Steam 20 years. Forget about Call of Duty. Who cares about Call of Duty? Forget about that. Well, that was a comment I was writing. I gotta finish that. So, there we go. 20 years of Steam. We launched Steam on September 12, 2003. Again, man, I remember. With the goal of helping us as game developers better connect with our audience and ship updates. But our broader goal was to for Steam was to make it easier for any game developer around the world to do the same, while also helping players find cool games for all kinds. In the 20 years since we learned a lot, adding features, tools, hosting sales and events, and integrating your feedback to grow Steam into what it is today. I think Steam, the beautiful things that I love about Steam is, one, you could download your game as many times as you want, right? I think that was a huge thing. Okay, my daughter. She wants to know why she's downstairs by herself. Two was, I don't know if you guys remember Greenlight. I think it was called Greenlight, where indie developers, this was before early access, indie developers chosen by Steam will get featured and funded and stuff. This was like the beginning, the early days of before early access. And it got so many games out there that we would not normally have, because most games are from like AAA studios. So it's a big difference. And what was the other thing? So we had that. Oh, and sales, the most important thing. I think Steam kind of led the way of like 60% off, 70% off. So when people hear those words, they're like, wait, this game's $60, but I can pay $10 for it. So everybody flooded into Steam. And I know Epic and a whole bunch of other ones are trying to do the same. You know, it's kind of like Netflix, right? Netflix started it all. Everybody wanted to become the next Netflix, and everybody's falling apart. Like, all these networks are spending millions and billions of dollars and not anywhere near getting the revenue for it. So, you know, can't compete with number one, I guess, right? Or it's hard to compete with number one. Alright, to celebrate, we put a look back on Steam history, sprinkled with, key text. Let's take a look at that. Alright, let's actually watch this video. I didn't watch it fully, so let's do that.
Thank you. That's it. That's the video. We had all of these creative ideas for what we could do for this, but we realized we literally just want to say thank you. It's because of all of the gamers and publishers and developers that Steam even exists. And the feedback that you've given us and continue to give us is how we can work to make it better. So please enjoy this page that we made. It's for all of you. And seriously, thank you. As you can see, no idea is a bad idea, right? I mean, it is a brainstorm session. Oh, okay. There are bad ideas. So thank you.
That's good. Okay. Oh, that's not there. I want to see the my stream just so I can answer any questions. There we go. Oh, that's not there. I want to. If you guys have any comments, be sure to put it there. I'll look it over. So that's Steam, man. Steam, 20 years. There's a huge sale going on because of the 20 years. Oh man, I think I remember that. Yeah, Counter-Strike was the biggest thing. And then Half-Life 2. Oh, I do remember that launching. But I remember, like, that was the only thing that was pretty much there, you know? So, Steam 20 years. Let's see what the sales are like. Are you guys going to show me the sales? They have all this stuff, but they don't link you to the there's a main sales page. There we go. Okay. The Steam Direct was in 2000. Okay. So Steam Greenlight was replaced by Steam Direct. But they're doing tons of sales on here, so really good ones too. I'm tempted for Warhammer. Let me know what you guys are buying. What is on your, like, I gotta buy this, because, I mean, as you can see, minus 80%. That's really good pricing. $10 for Tomb Raider, the whole definitive edition. Planet Zoo. Ooh, Red Dem is at $20. It's a pretty good price. Nothing out. I mean, like, generally these are normal pricing that we see during, like, the Christmas sales and, the summer sales. I'm trying to see if there's anything. That is a little bit more than usual. So I think the Microsoft Simulator is a little bit more than usual. Borderlands, that's about that price. I've seen that before. I was hoping that Paradox would be doing some sales. Then again, I bought a bunch of Paradox stuff. Resident Evil Village. This is a good price. 50% off. I don't know if I've seen this before. This might be a new one. I think I've seen it at 30 before. Lowest wise. Kerbal Space Program 2. I do recommend that. What? Give me 1 second, guys. I connected it, so you don't have to... I don't have to come back, buddy. So, my son's iPad, I don't know how this happened, but you have to angle it this way, circle it twice, for it to charge. Otherwise, it won't charge. I don't know what he did. Probably bent the pins or what have you. This is exciting, 20% off. This is a brand new game. As you can see, it came out in May. So this is a... This might have to go on my... Yeah, I want to buy this. Instacart. I haven't seen it at 20% off. I think I've seen it at 10, so that's a good time to buy, right? I don't know. Let's see, what else? You know what I find really interesting? Whatever room I go to, my kids follow me. Not their sister, not their mother, me. Grand Theft Auto 5, I've seen it very lower than that, so... Fallout 4, yeah, I've seen it lower than that. Banished, about that price. Far Cry 4, oh, that's a good price, guys, for a really good game like that. $6, that's a cup of coffee right there. I have that, so thankfully I don't have to buy that. Watch Dogs, what do you guys think? I know Watch Dogs is good. It's old, though. Dang, that's old. I mean, I would buy this. Yeah, $4.99, that's pretty good price, actually. I keep always saying I'm going to get this, but honestly, whenever I think about a Rome Total War game, a Rome strategy game, I always just go back to, like, I just rather play Imperator, Rome. But yeah, so 20 years. Let's, I'm just going to go into here and just take a look at some of the, just scroll through this real quick. Half-Life's $1. I should buy that. Jeez, it's been that long. Wow, I remember when this game came out, DEF CON. It felt like yesterday, guys. Came out in 2006. I was still in the military. Jeez, I remember that. It didn't feel that long ago. Apple launches the very first iPhone. Netflix streaming. Jeez, Company of Heroes came out in 2006. I thought it was earlier than that. Like, you know, a lot of nostalgia here, but also making me feel old. Yeah, Steam Cloud was... I think that's another thing, like we were talking about before. Steam Cloud being able to sync your games across multiple devices. I think that is was a huge thing. Still is. Anna, stop messing around. Left 4 Dead 2. Do you guys remember this? Oh, man. 2009. I remember that. That was a minute ago. That was a minute ago. Mac support in 2010, so almost a decade later. Instagram came out. Portal 2. I bought that game, never played it. That's the thing around Steam, right? We buy, we rarely play. In fact, going to my library here, guys, I bought a bunch of games recently. Hex of Steel, right? It was on sale for like, I don't know, a couple of bucks. So I bought it. And then I bought one game that I want to show you guys. I wanted to play it this week, but my lungs, man. I've been sick for like a week, man. You can hear my voice. My wife went to urgent care because, like, and she rarely ever goes to the hospital in her life or a doctor in her life, and she's like, I gotta go. What was the game? It was a World War I game. I didn't even launch it. That's how. So Western Front. So I bought Hex of Steel Western Front, and then of course I bought my Star Trek Infinite. Now, calm down. I do highly recommend this. Please, we all need to buy Star Trek Infinite. I want this game to be a success financially for the developer. It's adding so much cool stuff for a Star Trek strategy game. It's different than Stellaris. If you wanted some feedback, go into my previous video on Star Trek Infinite. I'm also going to do a separate video on comparing the differences. But this is a game we need to be financially successful so we can have a sequel. This was the problem with Birth of the Federation. It came out 20 years ago. And the game came out. It had some... You know, it was profitable, but it wasn't really profitable. So the publisher was like, let's wait a little bit. And, you know, what happened? We never got a Birth of the Federation 2. So if we make this game, Star Trek Infinite, very profitable, and we drop some jaws at CBS and Paramount, we're going to get a sequel. And that's what I want. Like, this game is going to be incredible. The sequel is even going to be better. So let's do that, please. You know, and like, I'm not a person that has a lot of money, literally basic paycheck to paycheck. But I will tell you this: when the game comes out, I'm gonna buy a copy for somebody. I'm gonna do like a contest or whatever, just because I want to support the developers and get a copy into a person's hands, right? But I'm hoping you guys follow in my path, do the same thing, be good, you know, support Star Trek strategy. Because we need more Star Trek strategy games, man. You know the last time a Star Trek strategy game came out? Was it Armada 2? Starfleet Command 3? Long time ago. I can't even remember it now that I think about it. Wow, Total War 2 came out in 2013. That's a long time ago. Okay, I'm probably gonna make this video close out this video soon because I'm literally like being surrounded by kids. Steam refunds arrived this year. Wow. You know it's a big thing when they actually just highlight this, right? I guess that's another big thing about Steam. Probably like the fourth or fifth great thing is if you don't like the game, as long as you're not 2 hours over it, you can return it. And I've never had a game denied for refund, so that's a huge thing. Steam Awards, nice. That was 2016. Jeez, Hearts of Iron is that old? Jeez, 7 years old, this game. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't feel it. It does not feel it. I wouldn't have thought that. I would have said probably less than that. PUBG Battlegrounds. Jeez, that's been around for a minute. Steam Chat. Steam Labs. So yeah, that's basically Steam. I'm pretty sure they're gonna Steam Next Fest, the big one for 2022, the Steam Deck. And believe it or not, guys, the Steam Deck is by far one of the biggest announcements in Steam or gaming history. It is gaining so much traction. It's literally changing the market. Like you have Asus and all these other companies releasing portable handheld gaming devices. So they really pushed it forward. There are people that would have bought a Switch that bought a Steam Deck instead. My Steam Deck's in my bag, so I'm not going to go get it yet. But yeah, that's basically it. 2023 is a huge standout over the summer. Should reach a point where 4 albums and wow, that's insane. Anyway, so what is like the biggest thing for you guys? Sequel, you mean hundreds of. So, James, I think I responded to you on a comment about that. So, and I in my comment, I mentioned that, like, so DLCs I know have a bad rap nowadays. In my day, I'm showing my age here. In the 2000s and 90s, DLCs were called expansion packs, and people loved buying it. And the reason they loved buying it was because it didn't add a lot. Like, today's DLCs, forget about it. They add much more than expansion packs did. I remember buying, like, expansion packs for previous games where it might have added, like, a few levels. Not even core mechanics to the game, just a few more levels or something like that. Maybe a virtual tour of a ship, but not like the whole ship, just certain parts. But it was a way to, like, and it was like $15, $20. It was a way to kind of give back to the developer saying, hey, we like this game, keep making stuff for it, or make a sequel. And I feel like today, like with all the DLCs, like Crusader Kings, right? Very positive. But if you go into, like, I don't know, their DLC, enter validate. Let's say 76. You know, you're gonna get mixed reviews. Every DLC I run into, everybody gets mixed reviews, and I feel like I think there's just such a negative connotation around DLCs. For me, it was a way to support the game, say, hey, I love this game, I want more content. Now, you're not forced to buy the DLCs. You're not forced to... You're not forced to buy the DLCs. You can, and, you know, like I said, it's a way to continue supporting the developer. Alex, I don't know what you did with your iPad, buddy. But yeah, so I mean, like, for me, first, I don't think they're gonna make that many DLCs, hundreds. Okay, I'm gonna have to close this video soon. This is after 8 hours of working, by the way. Just pointing that out. Okay, it's okay. But yeah, so, you know, it's a way to continue supporting the game, you know, to keep adding stuff to the game. So for me, I'm all for it. I don't think it's gonna be hundreds of DLCs. I think they might do a DLC, maybe. It really comes down, I think, to the initial sales of the game. When the game comes out, how good it's gonna be. And now let me tell you something. number one thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be like an advertising agency for Nimble Giant. I am going to be posting all around the internet because I want those DLCs. I want them to make like a 2151 start date. You know, I want them to make a Discovery 24th Century start date. You know, like, this is stuff that I want. So if they want to make tons of DLCs, all for it, 100%. I'll double buy it. I'll triple buy the game, whatever it takes. Because, like I said, it's been a decade, 2 decades. It's been a long time since we had just not even a grand strategy Star Trek game, just a strategy Star Trek game. A grand strategy Star Trek game. It's been 24 years. 24 years. 24 years. That's a long time. That's to the point where I personally am just like, my jaw drops. I can't believe that it's been that long. It's so long that the fans themselves started in the 2000s to build a fan-made game. And so they started, and it's called Star Trek Supremacy. Now, if you want the game, you could actually buy it. Not buy it, I'm sorry, it's free. It's a, what do you call it? It's a open source game. It's not fully done. There is no combat AI when you're doing, I guess there is a combat AI, but it's basically Birth of the Federation 2 in essence, but it's lacking a few things like in terms of the AI. So the AI will do certain things and won't do other things. It's not fully fleshed out yet. But if you do want it, I'll link it. But let me tell you something. You know, let's buy this game. Let's support this developer. Let's get this game to the heights where we can see the DLCs, where we can see a sequel. Because let's be honest, guys, if this doesn't get enough financial success for CBS and Paramount, they're not going to make another Star Trek strategy game, much less Star Trek Infinite 2. Not another Star Trek strategy game. This is the golden age of Star Trek. We need to put the money in so this way we can see other Star Trek strategy games. Whether, you know, it'll be Star Trek Armada 3. I mean, think about it. If this game is an overnight success, like, money's rolling and CBS and Paramount are like, okay, Star Trek 3, go ahead. Starfleet Command 4, go ahead. Okay, calm down. Starfleet Command 4, go ahead. So we're going to start seeing all these approvals for games that we've never seen before. Money talks. And let's be honest, what triggered the golden age of Star Trek was Star Trek Discovery. Everybody went on Paramount Plus and subscribed to it so they can watch Star Trek Discovery. And it boosted Paramount Plus to the point where they started announcing all these new Star Trek series. That's how it works. I mean, that's basically how capitalism works. So, yeah, I'm hoping that you guys, you know, do this, you know. Yeah, Alex Anderson, I completely agree. Paradox games do feel incomplete without DLCs. I was going to get Stellaris. All the DLC was going to be like $100 when it was on sale. But I realized that was when they came out with the announcement that this is coming in October, basically. Okay, relax. And so I was like, alright, so I could buy the DLCs that I need to play the full-fledged Star Trek New Horizons, because there's a few DLCs you need for the mod, which would have costed more than buying this game. So I was like, well, I'll just buy this game. Which is another push to buy Star Trek Infinite. Stellaris is an incredible game. Yeah, playing it vanilla, and I played with my friend who owns all the DLCs. So I played the DLC full version and the DLC non-version, you know, just Federations I had. There's a big difference. Very big difference. So, and Chinese is at the door. So I'm going to end this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please like and buy Star Trek Infinite so we can have more of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I gotta go get the door. Catch you guys in the next one.